Recently, iSeeCars published a study after analyzing nearly 400 million cars in 2025, and the average vehicle has only a 4.8% chance of hitting 250,000 miles. A Toyota Sequoia? 39.1%. That is 8 times the odds. And the gap between those two numbers has nothing to do with luck. It has everything to do with what the owner does daily. So, what exactly should you do to ensure your car lasts over 500,000 miles? Let's find out. 1. Changing your transmission fluid. Before it destroys your gearbox. Your transmission manual says lifetime fluid, and most people take that literally. Here's the truth. That lifetime ends right around when your warranty does. Automatic transmissions operate between 175 and 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Every 20-degree rise above that range cuts the fluid's protective ability in half. Over 60% of all automatic transmission failures trace back to overheated, degraded fluid, not mechanical defects. The drivers running 300,000 and 400,000 miles on their Camrys and Accords are swapping that fluid every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. That is a $50 to $150 job. The alternative is a $3,000 to $5,000 rebuild. And if your transmission has been neglected for a long time, never do a full power flush. Do slow drain and fills instead so you do not shock the system. And speaking of things that get ignored, the next habit is one that is costing you money on every single tank of fuel. 2. Replace air filters on schedule every single time. A clogged engine air filter quietly cuts your fuel efficiency by up to 10%. Carbon deposits build on your injectors, valves, and piston tops. And slowly you get rough idling, sluggish throttle response, and eventually costly injector cleanings. It costs less than $20 to stop it. Your cabin air filter is also critical. When that one blocks up, your blower motor works overtime, your AC output drops, and you are breathing through a filter packed with dead bugs and years of highway pollution. Change both together every 12,000 to 15,000 miles. It will cost you less than $40. But dirty filters are not the only issue. The next one is something you do every single morning. 3. Giving your engine the right warm-up. Every cold start. There are 2 types of drivers quietly destroying their engines at startup. The first lets the engine idle for 10 minutes, thinking they are being careful. The second jumps in and immediately drives hard. Both are damaging. The U.S. Department of Energy confirmed that extended cold idling can increase engine wear by up to 2/3. Cold idling washes excess fuel down the cylinder walls, dilutes the oil film, and accelerates wear before the oil has fully circulated. Modern fuel-injected engines need about 30 seconds of idle time for oil pressure to stabilize. Then you drive gently. Test data from multiple automakers shows engines warm up 40% faster during light driving than during idle. Those first 30 seconds are the most metal-on-metal intense moments your engine experiences all day. Now here's one that most people learn about the hard way, sometimes with a bill that totals more than the car itself. 4. Knowing your timing belt interval and never miss it. You buy a Toyota, you take care of it, change the oil, and do everything by the manual. But then, somewhere between 80,000 and 100,000 miles, the timing belt snaps. On an interference engine, which most modern Japanese 4-cylinders are, that snap sends the valves crashing into the pistons instantly. The engine is destroyed. The repair runs anywhere from $3,000 to a full engine replacement on a car that was running perfectly 5 minutes before. Always have your timing belt checked for cracks, because a replacement belt only costs between $400 and $800, saving you a lot of money. Now, here's a habit that even careful owners get completely wrong, and it starts at every single oil change. 5. Using the exact oil viscosity. Your engine specifies. Modern Toyota and Honda engines are built to tolerances so tight that oil viscosity is a specification, not a suggestion. When you run thicker than specified oil, it cannot reach all the micro gaps between moving parts fast enough during a cold start. That first minute runs with partial lubrication. Do that across years, and you accelerate timing chain wear by up to 150%. Thick oil also moves heat less efficiently. You run hotter, seals degrade faster, and the fuel economy penalty from viscosity mismatch alone is a confirmed 3% to 7% reduction. The number on your oil cap is not a starting point for negotiation. It is the number. But the damage does not only happen inside the engine. The next habit destroys the whole system from the ground up. 6. Rotating your tires regularly to protect your entire drivetrain. Here's a chain reaction that almost nobody connects until the bill arrives. You skip a few tire rotations. Front tires on your front-wheel drive Corolla or Civic wear faster because they handle both steering and power delivery. Uneven wear throws your alignment off. Bad alignment puts chronic stress on your control arm, bushings, and ball joints. Before long, you're looking at suspension repairs starting at $400, all because you skipped a $20 rotation that takes 20 minutes. And while you are ignoring the tires, there is a warning light on your dashboard that you have probably been ignoring too. 7. Treating every check engine light as an urgent repair, not a suggestion. According to the 2024 CarMD Vehicle Health Index, 20% of drivers right now are on the road with a check engine light glowing. A small catalytic converter issue left unchecked costs $1,304 to fix. Ignored further, it pulls oxygen sensors, fuel trims, and ECU readings out of calibration, multiplying the repair cost. A single misfiring cylinder can destroy a catalytic converter in under 10,000 miles. That converter costs over $1,000 to replace. The misfire that caused it? Often a $60 spark plug swap. Every mile you drive past that light is a gamble with something expensive. But not every damaging habit involves something mechanical. The next one is purely physical, and most manual drivers are doing it right now. 8. Keeping your hands off the shifter and your foot off the brake when coasting. If you rest your hand on the gear stick while cruising, you are applying constant light pressure to the selector fork inside the gearbox. Over years of daily driving, that causes uneven wear, and the gearbox starts jumping out of gear. The fix costs nothing. Stop touching the shifter when you are not shifting. Automatic drivers are not off the hook either. Resting your foot lightly on the brake pedal while coasting keeps your pads lightly engaged against the rotor, glazing the pad surface and warping rotors over time. Consumer reports found that late braking drivers replace their pads up to 40% sooner. Now, here's a habit that almost nobody thinks of as maintenance at all, but it is silently corroding your car's most vital systems. 9. Cleaning your engine bay at least once a year. Your car's paint is spotless, but open the hood and you will find years of road salt, oil mist, and grime sitting on wiring harnesses, battery terminals, and coolant hoses. Corroded terminals on a Toyota with variable valve timing produce fault codes that mimic expensive sensor failures. Cracked vacuum hoses create lean conditions and rough idling that are hard to trace. Contaminated coolant hides early internal corrosion that eventually attacks head gaskets. A head gasket failure on a Honda K-Series or Toyota 2 AZFE costs between $1,500 and $3,000. Cleaning the engine bay once a year with plastic-safe products is what separates a 150,000-mile car from one that goes the distance. And the final habit is the one that most people never talk about, because it is not about parts. It is about you. 10. Adjusting how you drive as the miles climb. A car with 180,000 miles is not the same machine it was when it was new. Tolerances have loosened. Seals have aged. the timing chain tensioner, has cycled through thousands of cold starts. High-mileage engines benefit from slightly shorter oil change intervals, gentler cold start behavior, and more conservative highway cruising. The 2025 iSeeCars study confirmed that Toyota produces cars with a 17.8% predicted chance of reaching 250,000 miles, nearly 4 times the industry average. But those numbers represent cars that were actively maintained and driven with awareness. The ones that did not make it had the same engineering and the same potential. The difference was the driver.